So earlier this year, we heard from our expert community about the many core supports that make it possible to age well, from caregiving and community and more. And we're excited to dive into those themes in our final panel of the day. But before we do, we want to practice what we preach. We know that movement is core to aging well, and asking you all to sit in a conference room all day is not really talking the talk and walking the walk. So we're going to do a short reset to get everyone moving. So I'm going to have Kelley Vargo come up on the stage and join me. This next part of the program is our movement break, Move to Thrive, a science-based opportunity to stretch, reset, and recharge. And we're so thrilled to be joined by Kelley, a public health expert, movement educator, and founder of The Health Investor. So she's going to guide us through a few simple but powerful ways to support physical well-being and something that we know is deeply tied to aging and vitality. So get ready to move a little, laugh a little, and refresh with our final stretch before the end of today's summit. So thank you so much for welcoming Kelley.
Thanks, Allison. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Are we awake? I know we've got food in our bellies and we're just sitting, and that's like the perfect time for a nap, but we're going to do the opposite. So real quick before I dive in, if you want to just either make sure your bags aren't in your way or maybe put them on a chair next to you or move your coffee, just because we will be standing here in a minute and I just don't want us to spill or knock things over. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because we're on a clock and I want to keep you moving and invested. So, okay, we're just going to move a bit today, but a little bit about me, just why am I here? Who am I? So as Allison said, my background is in exercise science, public health, communication, marketing, and business. So I'm a health coach. I teach down the street at the Milken Institute School of Public Health, mostly on behavior change, undergraduate lifetime fitness. I guess it kind of came about. My dad is a physician in a rural community back in Ohio. And I studied pre-med and I was like, man, they don't talk about nutrition or exercise or aging well and prevention. So I kind of went a little different path, and we had this pact. If I found the magic pill for behavior change, we would go into business and become billionaires. Well, that hasn't happened yet, but I'm determined for behavior change. However, that did lead me to start thinking about things more. A couple years ago, I was asked to talk at a government keynote. And I'm like, what do I have in common with these government employees? And at the time I was in my 20s and I was like, money. Like we can all talk about money. And ironically, this talk before us, I heard people talking about investment and financial investment. Well, I think the last thing all of us want to do is to spend that money on our nursing home or on our health, right? We want to continue to enjoy life as much as we can. So that's where I kind of came up with your H401k, which is your health investment fund. And we've got these pillars here that are going to help us try to maintain our health. So when we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, if we keep investing in ourselves, we'll see that ROI and can be active. So today we are, oh, sorry, my tea got moved down there. We're going to focus on our movement pillar of our retirement, our health retirement fund, and we're going to get moving. All right, are we ready? All right, let's get up. Okay, so I have a list here. I have a handout you guys should have in your downloadable. I wish I had music. I don't, so just play your favorite song in your head. So we are actually going to go through about 5 exercises for our standing round. And then we're going to do about 30 seconds each. We're going to go 2 rounds. But you can see on this, I have many more exercises, and you have your digital handout so that you can keep doing this, not just beyond today. But it just goes to show you that all movement adds up, just like compound interest. So we want to do a little bit every day, and we will see the benefits. So something is better than nothing. So now that we're standing, let's go ahead and just start by marching in place. We can either march, whatever's good for your knees, your body. We can step side to side. Just let's start getting that heart rate up and moving. Good. Again, I see those smiles. I like it, right? Get those endorphins going. Our energy's pumped up. Good. We'll go 5 more seconds here. Just getting warmed up. Going into my favorite, I call them sit to stands. They're basically just squats, but in a chair. And my grandma always practiced those, right? So we're just going to go sit to stands. Got your butt, touch the chair. Come up, squeeze those glutes. Good. We're going to go 30 seconds here. You've got about 20 more seconds. Good. So just like we're squatting, get that butt to the chair all the way back up. Good. I like it. We're getting some pictures of them moving, right? Okay, good. All right, guys, 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2. Okay, standing in place, we're just going to go a lateral raise with our right leg. So we're working our adductors and abductors. Good. We're going to go 15 seconds on one side and then to the other. Think about squeezing those glutes, bringing that leg back in. We can hold on to the back of the chair if we need to. All right, let's go other side. Good, nice job. So really just working those adductors and abductors. Good range of motion. That's impressive. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to take it behind us. So right leg, we're coming straight back, squeezing those glutes again. Good. You guys are getting friendly. Thanks. Good. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 4, 3, 2. Other side. Left leg coming back. Squeezing those glutes. Good job. Good. 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2. Good. Now we're just going to bend over at our hips, taking our arms out in front, and we're going to come back in row. So just squeezing our shoulder blades together. Big squeeze with your back. Good. Big squeeze. That's it. Feel those shoulder blades coming together and release nice and tight. Good. 10 more seconds here. Keep going. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Standing up. We're going to have our hands out in front. So we're just going to retract our shoulder blades back. Big squeeze, and then come forward and release those shoulders. Good. That's it. Big stretch. How we doing? All right? We're making it? Good. Okay. We're going to go one more round of these. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to the beginning. We're going 30 seconds. Sit to stand. Let's go. Down and up. You guys have only been going for 2.5 minutes. We got this, right? We can do this in the office. You can do this at home when you're relaxing. Good. Let's go. Good. 10 more seconds here. 9. Getting that butt all the way down to that chair. Using those legs. That's the way. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Standing in place. Again, right leg out to the side. Bringing it back in. Practicing that balance. Good. We're just going to go 15 seconds on one side and then to the other side. Using those abductors and adductors. Good job, guys. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Other side. Good. Big squeeze. That's it. The other benefit, again, I didn't have the ability. If I could, I would have brought you guys all some resistance bands. But those are something simple and easy that you can keep around at home, in the office. But to add a little bit of resistance, which is going to help, right, with our overall strength, our muscular strength, as well as our bone density, all benefits of trying to help us age well. Good. And take it to the back. Right leg straight behind, squeezing those glutes. Try not to kick your neighbor or your chair. Good. 10 seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 4, 3, 2. Other side. Good. Same thing. 15 seconds here. Good. 10, 9. Big squeeze. That's it. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Getting those arms out in front. Big shoulder retraction. Big squeeze. And then releasing that tension out in front of us. Good. Pulling those shoulder blades back. That's the way. And out in front. Good job. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Good. Bending at the hips. Arms are out in front. Squeezing those shoulder blades back. Really engaging our rhomboids, our trapezius muscles. Good. Big squeeze. That's it for 10, 9, 8. Good job, guys. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, now we're going to do some chair exercises. Again, when you're working or you're relaxing, we can still do some movement. All right, we're not done yet. We got 5 more minutes. We've got 5 down, 5 to go. All right, so we're going to start here. These ones are so silly, and I would have our strategy team at GW do these in meetings because we would go through a movement thing. But these ones, you're just squeezing your glutes. You can tell if someone's doing it because your head should pop up, right? So I want you to squeeze your glutes, in other words, your bum, right? So squeeze and release. But you'll notice your abs are going to contract at the same time, right? So squeeze and release. So if you're falling asleep in a meeting, start doing this, okay? All right, good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. We're going to go right into leg extensions. You might have to go a little lower just because of the chairs in front of us, but just extending our legs out. Think about it, mind-muscle connection, squeezing your quadriceps, right? The muscles on the front of your legs. So coming down, big squeeze out front, Really think about contracting those muscles. And again, like I mentioned, it's silly but true. Like if we found resistance bands, like we could easily put those around the base of our chair and our leg on there and add a little bit of resistance so that we can still do resistance training even if we don't have access to weights or all those things, right? Don't need a whole lot. Good. For 3, 2, good. Dropping those feet. We're going to go into our calf raises. So just raising up on your toes. Again, mind-muscle connection. Go ahead and raise your toes up. Think about squeezing those calf muscles in the back of your legs. That's the way. Nice job. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, now we're going to go curl and press. So we're thinking about our bicep muscles, right? We're here. We're going to curl, and then we're going to press our arms up above our head. Good job. Coming back down. Good. Curl. Again, if you're in the office, see if you can grab like 2 water bottles, right? You can add those for some weights. Curl, press. Awesome job, guys. Let's go. 10 more seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this one is the tricky one. This one is for balance. Do what you can, no stress. But this one, I call these accordions. We have arm handles, which is nice. But you can put your feet out in front of you and then bring your knees in. So the idea being that you're on the edge of your chair, right? But we're squeezing those abs, right? The alternative too, we can always just move our legs, kind of like bicycle abs. Again, it's challenging, especially if you're in a skirt or a dress today. It's a little tougher. Good. Rest when you need to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good job, everyone. 3, 2. All right, let's go one more round. So we're back in our chair, glute squeezes, heads are popping up. You should be doing this next panel, okay? Squeezing those glutes. All right, 10 seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get those leg extensions again. Big squeeze with the quads. Really thinking about it. Good. Mind-muscle connection there. Good job, everyone. Good. You guys got about 90 seconds left. Good work. 10, 9. I like it. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Calf raises. Good. Up on our toes. That's it. Good. Thinking about the back of our legs, squeezing those muscles. Good, that's the way. 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's it. 4, 3, 2. Good. Let's go that bicep curl and shoulder press. So bringing it up. Good. Think about squeezing those biceps and then big press up over top. And again, anything that we can find around the house, whether it's a can of soup, a water bottle, a can of soda, whatever we got to add some resistance, that works. Everything, again, compound interest, that's our motto. Everything is going to add up to help us with our health retirement fund. Good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, one more round of those abs. Our core is so important, right? So we're either going to those accordions where we're bringing our knees in, or we can go into those bicycle abs where we're alternating knees to chest. Good job. Big squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, how'd we do? We're good? All right, so super simple. You see that, right? There's other exercises up there. You can easily like YouTube, Google them, or I have my email up there too. Email me, hey Kelley, what does this mean again? So again, there's samples of stuff that you can do standing, as we just did, sitting in a chair. I didn't include it in the presentation, but I believe on the handout I sent over, the digital one, I even have stuff that you can do on a wall. So again, if you're at work, in the office, but anything, again, even if you did 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and what we just did, right, we did a total of 10 minutes. If you did that twice a day, that's 20 minutes. And you do that a couple days a week, that's already an hour plus of exercise that you might have thought, how do I do this? Or how do I not have time? But again, it all adds up. Just going back to your regular 401k, same thing. Now we're talking about investing in our health. So yes, compound interest, everything you invest, even if it's just 1%, continue to move day to day to day, and it will help you in the long run, not just today, but as we get older. So I'm Kelley. It was great to talk to you all. You've got my information. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and please keep moving.